was 7. Prologue. The woods were dense, a maze of towering trees and underbrush that seemed to whisper secrets in the wind. Deep within this forest stood a solitary cabin, hidden from the world, its presence known only to a few. This is where our story begins, with a young girl named Emily, who was only 7 when she was taken from the streets and brought to this secluded place. Chapter 1. The Encounter. Emily had been wandering the streets, her small frame shivering in the cold when she first saw him. He was a man in his late 30s, with a kind smile that seemed out of place amidst the rough surroundings. He approached her cautiously, his eyes filled with concern. "Are you lost, little one?" he asked, his voice gentle. Emily nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. She had been separated from her family and had no idea how to find them. "Come with me," he said, extending his hand. "I'll take care of you." Chapter 2. The Cabin. The man led Emily through the forest, the trees growing thicker and the path more obscure with each step. Finally, they arrived at a small weather-beaten cabin. It was simple, with a single room and a small kitchen area. "This'll be your home now," the man said, his voice taking on a firmer tone. Emily looked around, feeling a mix of fear and curiosity. The cabin was stark and unwelcoming, but it was a refuge from the cold streets. Chapter 3. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The man, who introduced himself as John, fed Emily only Kraft macaroni and cheese. It became her sole sustenance, a monotonous routine that defined her existence. "Eat up, Emily," John would say, placing the bowl in front of her. "It's all we have." Emily didn't complain, she ate in silence, her mind wandering the thoughts of her family and the life she had lost. Growing up in isolation, as the years passed, Emily grew accustomed to her life in the cabin. She was 11 now, her childhood slipping away in isolation of the forest. John was her only companion, his presence both a comfort and a source of fear. One day, as she sat by the window, Emily saw a figure moving through the trees. It was a girl around her age with a determined look on her face. Chapter 5. Lisa. Lisa had heard rumors of a girl living in the woods, taken from her family and held captive. She decided to investigate, driven by a sense of justice and bravery that would lead her years. When she found the cabin, she didn't hesitate. She approached cautiously, peering through the window and seeing Emily inside. "Hey," she whispered, tapping on the glass. "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Emily's eyes widened in surprise. She nodded, tears of relief streaming down her face. Chapter 6. The Rescue. Lisa wasted no time. She ran back to the nearest town and alerted the authorities. Within hours, the cabin was surrounded by police and John was taken into custody. Emily was finally free. Chapter 7. A New Beginning. A new beginning. A new beginning. Emily's return to life.